This is the Portland Beer Club podcast.
Oh boy! All right.
I would also only like to hear myself.
Only yourself.
Only me. It's episode 105. We'll call this the Nooner edition. Marcus is out again. He's in he might be back.
Boo.
He's been in Arizona and probably needs to spend some time with his wife if he did get home early enough today, I would imagine. So it's Beef, me, and Nooner. Nooner's on the TV.
Pew, pew, pew.
It's been a long time since we rock and rolled. How are you?
A long time. Yep. I'm doing well. How are you all? I was
Good.
just leaning.
We're
I
good.
was leaning for a beer just now.
Nice.
No, doing good.
I'm just leaning.
So wait, Marcus, this is the second episode he's missed?
2 in a row.
Yeah.
It's turning into a real Chad.
Well, last show, his cat had just died, and so
Yeah.
they were in mourning.
Right.
And
Yeah.
this time he's in Arizona, but
Yeah.
really couldn't wait another week. Otherwise, we would have been going into May, and we would have missed a whole April show. So here we are.
I'd rather be dead in California than alive in Arizona.
Yeah,
That's from Arrested Development. Deep cut.
kind of the same thing. So to start off, man,
Marcus would get it. Yes, indeed.
let's say happy 420. We are recording on 420.
That we are.
Just a coincidence, but in my line of work, it means lots of UAs on Monday. So, but that's not related to this show. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, way to bring it down.
Well, they're what? Hops and wheat are
and
somehow related? Like cousins or something I hear?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
There you go. There's the tie-in.
What are you drinking there, Chad?
I'm not drinking anything yet, but I did grab. I haven't tried it yet, but it's the Gold Dot, their cold IPA.
From who?
So, do you know about Gold Dot at all?
No.
I don't.
Oh, okay. So Gold Dot is so Kevin, former brewer of Wayfinder, right?
Yeah.
He and his partner Lisa from Heater Allen. They bought majority share of Heater Allen.
That's right.
And this is their side brew off of Heater Allen. So they're going to focus more on, on the lager side. But this, I had their Hellas earlier today. It's the first one I've had from them. But this is, their cold IPA. So this is Kevin and Lisa's beer. So
All right.
pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
But it's an offshoot of Heater
Forgot
Allen.
about them.
All right. Anxious to hear how this goes. It's a nice looking
Matches
can.
my hat, Beef. Matches the hat.
It's a really nice looking can. It's a real clean
Classic
logo.
look.
Yeah, white can, red print, gold dot on it.
Yeah, I'll bring out the Hellas can here in a second. It's really nice too. But
You always bring the hell.
we'll see how it goes.
We
What are y'all drinking?
we pre-showed with the latest Dab Lab from Block 15, the hop what's it called?
Hop sauce.
Hop sauce.
It was delicious.
Probably the best Dab Lab I've
Yeah.
ever had.
That's coming from me.
Yeah.
It's coming from me, folks.
And we're currently drinking the Fluff Head, or is it just Fluff?
Fluff head.
Fluff Head, yes. Oh, he's
this
got
one?
a hop sauce.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
It's good stuff.
I prepped for the show. I wouldn't actually bought beer.
Nice.
Yeah, how was it? It was good.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot.
There's enough sweetness to overcome the hop oils that they use, the bitterness that you get out of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is good.
you'll probably hate it.
Oh, Beef.
Too sweet.
So, have you
Crystal.
brewed at all lately, or what's going on with you in your beer
No.
world? Nothing?
Nope, still no brewing. It's not to get too down, but it's all physical. Like it's too much moving around.
Ah.
I just can't do it. So
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah. And with obviously with him playing baseball and everything, but
Yeah.
it's like I mowed the lawn and pressure washed last weekend, and then it was so bad I had to call out of work the next day. Like it just it's horrible. So no brewing. But I am having a procedure next month, so hopefully I'll be a little bit more physically capable. And the goal is to get back to brewing. So
Yeah.
that'll-
Do you want to talk
we'll
about
see
the
how that goes.
procedure? What's going on there?
It's an ablation. So they go in and they burn off your nerve endings.
Oh.
So basically it's kind of like, it's not blocking the pain receptors, but it's actually burning off the nerve endings to just, it's supposed to block the pain. So, or at least the transmission of pain through the lower back. So I had to go in and they did the diagnostic test, which was, they gave me 6 spinal epidurals with like no numbing or anything. So it's just like you could feel needles going into your spine. It was awful. But anyway, if it helps, it'll be great. So looking forward to that, and hopefully I can brew or bend over or something.
Did you do the nerve testing where they stick the little stimulus guys in your skin, like little rods, and they send electrical currents through your nerves?
Yeah.
No, they didn't do that. I've had several MRIs for like the past 20 years. So they know what's going on.
Yeah.
But this is just trying to just alleviate pain. I don't know if fusion is in my future, but we'll see.
How invasive is this procedure? I mean, will you be up and around shortly after, or will it be a few days of bed rest?
I don't know.
Sorry, Jason.
I think they said like I should be good to go the next day. So
okay.
I took the day off work and that was it. So we'll see.
Wow.
And if it's bad,
that'd be
I'll
great.
call out. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm about ready to have my 1-year anniversary from my spine surgery from last year. That sucked, but
It's not fun. It
No.
just sucks.
yeah. Yeah, and I had a colonoscopy yesterday, so I've been having some brain fog issues today, I think.
Welcome to the old fucking men talk about back pain and their ass.
Sorry.
You guys want to see this
Jason.
new rash I got?
Yeah, Beef. What do you got going on? A lot of leaning. You better.
Well, I've had my left kidney taken out, so that's why I'm leaning left. A little off balance now.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Goes with the right
filter
one
it
that's already
through that
out.
way.
Yeah. Who needs that dumb organ?
Doctors.
Not I.
Man, oh man. Well, let's get to our list because it's a long list. First thing, and this scared me when I first saw it, but then I read the article and it doesn't sound nearly as bad as like a Budweiser takeover. But Fremont has been purchased by the company that owns the Space Needle.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Some just big property holding group. But they seem...
Really? Fremont Brewing in Seattle?
right?
Yeah.
Got bought?
Yeah.
Like, home of the best bourbon barrel aged, production in my opinion
On the
in
West
country.
Coast.
In the country, I think.
I'd say West Coast. Yeah, even that's debatable, but
Yeah.
a very good one. Very good one. Top tier.
They make really, really good barrel aged beers. So when I first saw that, I'm like, here we go. But so does Pike Brewing own the company that bought them, or does the company own Pike?
The company owns Pike. It's
Okay.
Seattle Hospitality Group.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea of what kind of brands they would own. Yeah.
But they own like the Chihuly Glass Museum and the Space Needle.
Oh, wow.
Like weird, just a variety of things.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, I guess if you're gonna buy one of Seattle's best breweries, that'd be the one.
But right, if there's gonna be one that grows up there,
Yeah.
or that has a chance to
Seattle?
like push production more nationwide, seems like a good bet.
Yeah, I guess so.
If that's what they're looking for. If not, I mean, sure they can just maintain,
Yeah.
just skim off the top.
Yeah, but when you read something like that, just that headline scares the
Right?
shit out of me.
Fucking big needle at it again.
So we were we were in Seattle, it was a year ago, but we spent spring break up there, and it's like, I guess Pike Brewing, it's the same that owns them. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
that like bought the brand, but I don't think
Okay.
they're brewing yet. Pike Brewing, or maybe they just have like one beer or something that they're contracting out. I think
But
at
it's
the
not
time.
Pike Place,
Correct.
right?
But
Okay.
I'm sure that's how it got its name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we'll see if I guess it's
See
just
if it
gonna
changes.
help them with their growth more than anything was kind of the plan. It sounded like so.
I'm hoping it means some cash for them. Maybe a satellite pub down here.
Hey, there you go. Who wouldn't want that?
I hear we don't have enough breweries.
Well, we don't have enough good breweries. I think is the issue here.
Yeah, it's definitely still on
wait
the
a minute.
upswing.
Yeah.
It's not beer.
Yeah, so they own Pike Brewing, which is, if you like, they have a couple locations just off First, but it's like, have you been there, Beef, where you go like downstairs and the brewery is located? Yeah, so it's that
I
same
haven't
company.
been to the brewery there, but I've been to Pike Market and been
yeah.
down there in the gum wall and all that.
It's kind of, I mean, it's very much like a McMenamins type setup and the way it's going. Oh, that's interesting. Well, okay, cool.
Yep. Next up, I think we address this every year. It's the annual beer production report thingy that comes out from, does Beer Advocate puts this out, or who puts this out?
Brew Public does.
Brew Public puts this out. And it's the top craft breweries in the country, the top 50? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, you look at this list, and I know a lot of this is regional, so we're not going to, living in Oregon, we're not going to even have access to probably more than half this list, unless you're a beer trader, like some people in this room might have been at one point. Mm-hmm. But even of the ones
Ghost of Marcus
that we get our hands on, there's not a lot of breweries on this list that make me care. Like it makes me feel like I'm missing out on something. And it's like, of the breweries on this list, is there one brewery on here where you've drank at least 5 of their beers in a 1-year period?
Yes.
I have one.
Yes.
What's yours? If not more than one.
Oh, just looking right now. 3 Floyds, Rheingeist.
Okay.
Trogs.
Yeah.
Kona.
You drink Kona beer regularly?
No, but I have.
5 in a year?
Yeah, 5 different ones.
Okay.
Like when I go there, when I go to the place, yeah, I end up having 4 or 5.
Okay.
Different ones, but that's special case,
Okay.
when you travel out there.
Yeah. The only thing on here I can see that where I've had 5 would be Deschutes. Just because, the Abyss and the Black Butte, annual beer, and that's probably about it. I mean,
but like Boston Beer Co. encompasses now like 4 or 5 breweries, if not more. Like Dogfish is owned by them.
Yeah.
Or they're like a twofer.
Sure. I would drink
and like only one. Yeah.
And like Duvel
the
owns
only one that
Firestone.
And Athletic Brewing is number 10. Did you see that?
Yeah. I think they have huge distribution.
But they brew in 2 different locations. I didn't notice this, but they brew in California. So they have Milford, Connecticut, and San Diego. So they must have 2 production facilities now. I drink so much Athletic IPA.
Oh, really?
Do you?
Yeah.
It's nuts. Yeah, all the time. It's like during the week. It's what I drink during the week.
It's your seltzer water. It's your not water.
And what are the reasons for that?
Really, it's just calories. I'm just like during the week, like if I'm working and I can't exercise as much as I would like to, it's
can?
just a way to offset the calories I'd have in a normal beer, and just because if I'm going to drink beer on a weeknight, right, I'll have 2. Like that's max on a weeknight is 2 beers. But if I'm like, all right, I'll just have 2 Athletic beers and still get flavor that I want, and probably a third of the calories and not any of the alcohol, and just give my liver that brief reprieve of like 3 or 4 days during the week.
Yeah, we made a rule in the house. We had to kind of cut ourselves off after COVID. So now we only drink on the ones that end in day. So just got to cut things back a little bit.
I thought about that I really I was going
about
through
that
the
rule.
days. They all ended day, Beef.
Yeah, but we don't drink on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we might take because both of us don't work on Friday, so we might drink on Thursday, but it's not as much as it used to be for sure.
Mm-hmm. Same here. So has this replaced like a seltzer water, or has it replaced like a beer that you used to have? Or is it just
it's
extra?
Replaced for me. It's replaced hop water.
Okay.
Like really, that's what I was into for a while.
So like a seltzer type of thing, just a flavored, mostly non-caloric beverage. Gotcha.
But what I do need to do, because I still have the setup and it's not a whole lot of work, is I just need to throw some water on tap and just
right.
I can hop it, So like really, I haven't touched the kegerator. I was like, I could just be carbonating a lot of water, and I probably will during the summer because we'll go through like a 5-gallon keg of just carbonated water in like 2 or 3 days. It's just nuts.
I drink so much
through
of
it.
that flavored soda water that, it's like,
We had to stop buying it because we just went through it. Like if we buy a 12-pack of Waterloo, it's gone in like 2 days because everyone's just
Yes.
fucking nuts.
Buy-
And you're like, God damn.
We buy like 3 cases at a time from Costco.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
so good.
And
Welcome to the Sparkling Water Podcast.
and like anytime that I'm like not feeling the greatest, or like I know I need to drink something, but I'm not feeling like ingesting anything, I can always get a seltzer down.
a hard seltzer?
No.
Oh, just,
No.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like something it needs just like a little bit of flavor. It needs something.
Yeah, just like a little wisp of something.
Yeah.
I have a little fridge in my office at
Wisp.
work, and I probably go through 2 to 4 a day just at work, and then I come home and have one on the treadmill, then I have one with dinner. And,
Yeah.
I can kill that stuff. But
Are you going in full time now?
me,
Shitz?
Monday through Thursday. We were partially remote, and then they gave us the choice where you can either work a 5/8 schedule with 1 remote day, or you can work 4/10s. And I'm like, well, anything to get out of this building and not have to talk to anybody at all. I'll do the
One less
4/10.
day.
So
Yeah.
yep. How about you? Are you home? Are you in the office?
Yeah, we're still. Yeah. I went in my new position, I have to like host a couple meetings and stuff. So I'll go in on those days when I have to host a meeting, and but it's like maybe 2 days a month at tops.
What's it like having to wear
and it's
pants
always-
when you do that?
Oh, fucking sucks, dude.
I know. It's like you're like, did I wash these the last time I wore them? It's like, fuck it, no one cares. It's just like it's like an hour meeting, and I'm only there for half a day, and I'm sitting down anyway. I could be wearing anything. Someone wore jeans, and I like looked around the room. I was like, who else got jeans on? It's like that person had jeans, and I was like, okay, that's it. I'm wearing jeans.
But like jeans are a heavier pant than.
But they're more comfortable.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I think so. I love jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I would wear jeans to sleep.
I agree with Beef. Their jeans are heavier, and like a pair of slacks are just lighter. But it's not just the slacks. You get to wear a fucking button-up shirt, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wear a button-up shirt without a tie. So I'm the only jack off in the room with a tie on.
I don't even own a tie.
Anyway.
What
You
kind of
don't own a
80s
tie?
movie did you come from?
Are ties out? Never mind. No one cares.
I don't own
Beef's on
one.
his phone. He's
well,
not even
I'm
paying
looking up
attention.
this fucking. I hate this
If ties
monster.
are a thing.
Fucking Monster Brewing Company. I hate the fact that exists.
Monster Brewing
What
Company?
is-
Yeah, it's
we-
like Monster,
we
like
ta-
the energy drink Monster.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
no.
talked about this a lot. And I was
We've
like, what
talked about-
brands do they actually own, and can they be considered quote craft? But I suppose they
And
can.
if I recall, I don't know if it was when I was on a while ago or when I was still regular, but Kings and Convicts wasn't that we talked about that at one point. They're number 30.
That was like, where did they start out of? Like, did they start out of like Chicago and kind of conglomerated like 4 or 5 breweries from there, and then kind of grew out of that some venture capitalist money?
And this list is based off production.
Correct.
How do they call Montucky cold snacks? How's that a craft beer? That's like at every men's barber shop. They offer you a beer. It's always Montucky.
It's weird. There's like an upper limit to the size that or the amount of barrels you can produce. So they're always like changing the rules, and like, oh, if you have 4 or 5 brands, then they don't count if they're like this, and it's all politics, man.
I guess.
All politics.
There's a lot of breweries on here that I consciously avoid. I mean, Alaska Brewing. No.
Yeah, they're
I thought you liked one of those Alaska Brewing, like the
No.
smoked porter. Isn't that Alaska Brewing?
That is.
yeah, but there's like one beer out of there.
I don't
their
have
portfolio.
one from them anymore. I mean,
The only other thing that I ever see around is their amber
yeah.
at like the Expo
Yeah.
Center.
Oh,
I'd get more Sierra Nevada, but you can't tell when it's been brewed. I never see a stamp date on their stuff.
Mm.
So I just don't
Brew
buy
Dog's on there at 36.
it.
Yeah, that's weird. Lost Coast, really? Rogue? Oh my God. United States Beverage LLC.
Yeah, there's so
Oh
much
my God.
bullshit going on here.
Nothing gets me ready for a beer like a cold glass of United States Brewing LLC.
I don't know. I'm a fan of
lager.
I'm a fan of Matt Brewing Company.
Matt.
And then there's Tilray Beer Brands, which is I think a marijuana company. That then is
Indie
just like
brew?
it feels fake. Everything feels fake here.
Well, who's the weed company that bought the beer company?
Tilray.
But
Right?
who did they buy though recently? We talked about it on the last show.
Was it just the last show?
I think so. God, happy 420.
No, it was 10 Barrel, right?
Did they buy 10 Barrel?
Oh, that's right. They bought them from AB, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even on the show and I knew that.
Well, Beef, I know you're not a fan of Vortex, but they are releasing their 4 different versions of Vortex. It's a big celebration from Fort George, and I've had 2 of them so far. I had the Cryotex and I had the double dry hop. Has anybody else joined me in this so far? They've got the Vortex hands that's coming out. Their collab from Block 15. And then
I want to try that one.
Then they have another special coming up that I don't think it's been released yet. At least I haven't seen it. The Vortex hands or whatever it's called they're gonna have it on tap Thursday at Noble Hop, downtown Hillsboro. I'm sure it'll be all over Portland too. I'm really anxious to try that. I've been looking for the cans, but they've been kind of shady about when the cans are coming. At least I haven't seen anything. But I decided.
I thought you posted a photo that you had Vortex hands.
For me? No.
Yeah.
Who
Who sent us that photo then? Oh no, my buddy Michael, PDX Beer Geeks Mike.
Yeah.
He had it. He's down in Salem. I don't know how he got his hands on that.
He got it down in Salem? Holy shit.
Well, maybe from
He
Block
said that
15.
the place they had only got 1 case of it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Jesus.
I went to Ben's here in Vancouver and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I've
But
looked
it must
everywhere.
be because they must have distributed some down near Corvallis. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's how he got
Yeah.
it.
I'm probably
I looked for it today, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah. I'm going to try and get to Noble Hop on Thursday after work and try it. But, yeah, I don't know.
I will say a fresh Vortex is delicious. It's just whenever I get them, it tastes like cardboard. Malty cardboard.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite IPA, but I will say that the Cryotex, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just drinkable.
Yeah, it didn't stand out.
And the double dry hop version didn't do a whole lot for me. They were both about the same quality wise, but
Were they better than the original, do you think? Different, at least.
different.
Definitely different.
Probably like maybe if Vortex is a 3, I'd give those a 3.25. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't remember what I gave them, so don't go look it up and then say you're a lying asshole son of a bitch. But
Hypothetically.
You
If
know,
I
like
were
this
to have
beef.
ranked
So the brewer's notes on the Vortex hands, hops are Apollo, Simcoe, Comet, Mosaic, and Centennial. Okay, that's fun.
Solid.
There's RAR Pills,
Okay.
Great Western 2-row, flaked wheat, and flaked barley.
Okay.
No malted barley anywhere in here.
So
Or
will
no
that
crystal
be-
malt, rather?
will that be a double IPA or will that be a regular IPA? Because one is a regular and one's an imperial.
Well, they mark it 7.7%. It says a
gonna
collaboration
say.
Vortex. It's big. How much is regular Vortex? Like 6.5, something
I don't know.
around there.
Under 7.
But Sticky Hands is like fucking 8.2.
Right.
So
That-
I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe it's
I was-
somewhere in the middle.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna say like 7.75.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
I don't know.
it-
This sounds really good.
Regular
I wanna try
Vortex is 7.2.
Oh,
it. Okay.
So
so maybe like
That's high.
7.9.
I don't know. What is this? This is very good, by the way. This
Goldback?
Stagger and Jags, that cold IPA.
yep.
This is 7.1. Jeez. Oh, why did I do that? Way too high.
Well, what do you
Beef,
think?
Way too high.
Yeah, it is.
So I just opened a hoof-hearted triple
I
IPA.
didn't realize it was a triple.
And when my first sip, I took a big swig of it, forgetting that it was a triple, and went, oh, just kind of kicked my senses for a second. But good Lord, it's pretty good.
Yeah, there was a sip of adjustment, but since then, solid.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you all? It's everywhere, and I think it's a year round. That electric surfboard from them, they call it a double IPA. It's 9%. 9% does not sound like a double IPA.
From Hoof Hearted?
That sounds like an imperial or a triple.
Fort George.
Oh, Fort George.
Yeah, that one. That
Yeah,
one's that's a pineapple bomb to me.
I don't think I've had it yet.
Yeah. It really is. It's big, and it is sweet too. It's like
Big resinous.
We were at John's Market earlier today, and they were pouring Lagunitas, the Waldo, and they were charging $4.20 for it. So.
classic.
So it was on sale.
Yeah,
It was half off.
It was a deal.
Nice way to go shop for beer, carrying around a Waldo's. Ooh.
But Fort George's Westmore has been really good too. I've really liked that IPA.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Another
And
banger.
the same? Did you try that one?
Not yet. No, I'm on their site right now. I haven't seen that can.
Oh boy, I think it's probably on its way out by now. But
Yeah,
been a
it
first.
says it was like their first one of the Vortex series for April, I guess.
yeah, the same was part of the
Also
Vortex series.
It says same. What are you doing this week? Never mind.
Oh.
Nothing to do with it.
It was a collab with what's their names? Bottle Logic, wasn't it?
Bottle Logic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today was also Record Store Day. If you celebrate.
Oh, I did not go out. We drove by Music Millennium today, and yeah, there's all kinds of people just hanging outside. So busy.
Was it a big line? Like what time?
We drove by around.
Exactly.
Let's see. We got our haircuts at 11:30. We were done by about 12:30. So that's about when we drove by. Lots of people, and so
You
they
drive to Portland to get your haircut?
My wife has been going to the same guy forever, and he's super cool. So I just go with her and I get my haircut after she gets hers done.
All right. Well,
So-
I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
We'll leave it right there. Did you eat lunch anywhere?
Nope. No, we did not. I had to think about that for
We've
a
been
second.
going to We've been going. So I've been going to Grand Fur quite a bit, and Lazy Days. Those are like my two rotating.
How
like,
is Lazy
places to
Days
go.
doing? We haven't
It
been to
is
the one in Beaverton yet.
It's so good.
Really?
Like the Portland spot. Yeah, I love it. It's weird because it's like they've got a lot of ex novo beers on tap. I say a lot, probably 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
But the food is essentially the same.
Right.
Like they haven't brought back the chicken sandwich, which is fine. But
And they're not bringing back
their
the smash
pizzas
burger
are on
either.
point. They, I don't know if they had the burger on.
I wrote them a
but
letter and asked.
My God.
I seriously, I did.
Just email them. So we went during St. Patrick's Day, and they had like a corned beef, like poutine style fry thing. It
Oh,
was so
snap.
good.
Nice.
Sounds amazing.
But their pizzas are back. It's exactly the same. And I talked to them, and it's like a lot of the management from Ex Novo is carried over, and a lot of the same like staff and cooks and everything. So like all the folks that we talked to were like, yeah, we were with Ex Novo before. So it seems like at least the way they're running their kitchen and their restaurant and everything, it's all the same. I think they're going to gradually probably expand, but no, the beers have been solid. It's been nice. It was cool. It's been fun every time I go. So,
Okay, well that's
Nice.
good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting the old running out of time message here, but oh shit, I hit the wrong button. I don't want to upgrade now.
Great show, everyone.
Yeah. I'm real curious how that is. We haven't been to the one in Beaverton yet. Oh, are you still there? What just happened?
I'm here.
Oh shit!
He did hit upgrade now.
God damn it! Where'd Chad go?
He charged his
Minimize.
card.
We cannot see Chad.
We only see our
Right here.
faces.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
This
You can
is
hear
so
me, but you
weird.
can't see me.
Oh wait,
We go ahead
There
and
we
mute
go.
Marcus.
there he is. So we have not been there, but the Ranch Pizza just opened in Hillsboro about 2 weeks ago. We tried that. The pepperoni was pretty good. I do like their crust better than the Ex Novo.
It's
But,
softer.
but everything else is not as good as the Ex Novo. So
Okay.
I don't.
Have you been to Crust Collective here in Vancouver? The
No.
Ruse
No.
Brewing?
Mm.
It's good. Their pizzas are solid. They're really good.
We just got back from Stickman Brewing today, and they had wood-fired pizzas that were pretty good.
Oh,
Soft or thin crust, thin and crunchy.
I love it.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
And we have so
Happy
Victor
Valley
23
location.
down the road from me has Rally opened up in there. That was our favorite spot to eat pizza in Vancouver.
nice.
So now they've got Rally pizzas. It's like, oh god, it's awesome. They're smaller. They're like 10-inch pizzas, and it's perfect for like one person. And it's like $12 or $13 for a pizza, and then you get like a beer. It's like the cheapest place to go eat. It's cheaper than going to fucking Burgerville at this point. So, like,
Well, that's not
and
saying
you
much.
get beer.
Burgerville's pretty damn expensive for fast food.
God, it's well, and we don't go anywhere, but anyway, yeah, no. So it's good. I mean, I'm so glad that there's spots open that are serving good food. If you haven't been to Grand Fur yet, their food is amazing too, and their beers are solid.
I've been there twice. So,
What did you get?
I don't know. It was right after they opened, and I can't remember. I mean, it was all their standard beers. I think
Their burgers are really good.
I think
He
that's
does it
what I got
like-
was a burger. But yeah.
Yeah, he keeps it simple. It's really good.
Okay. There's a food truck, Farmer and the Beast, at
Yes.
the Beaverton Breakside, because they have like 4 or 5 food trucks now out in the patios because they don't have a restaurant inside. Farmer and the Beast makes a pretty good smash burger,
Yes, they do.
but
nice.
but I don't think anybody will beat Ex Novo's old smash burger. That was so good.
God, yeah, I don't know if they're going to bring it back or not. I hope they do.
Well,
Brothers Cascadia opened up a brew pub where the old Hop and Vine was.
Oh, yeah.
And they make a really good smash burger. They also do like Philly cheesesteaks. That's a good spot. It's really cool. Vancouver, like, I don't know, like it's nice. Like, we can just not have to leave Vancouver.
Yeah.
and go everywhere we want to go.
That's nice.
Yeah. I haven't had a good Philly in a long time. The old Philadelphia is over in Woodstock, Selwood area, used to be fantastic, and then they kind of went downhill. I think now they're like a brewery or something, but they have one over in Lake Oswego, West Lynn area, but it's just not the same as it used to be. It was good back in the day, but I was literally just making a list of like restaurants I want to go to across the country, and I definitely hit like all the top spots in Philadelphia for a good cheesesteak. Oh man, love a good cheesesteak.
yeah.
So
it's been a really long-
Pats or Geno's?
Is that the options?
Yeah.
I don't
Those
know.
are the two that like
He's
everyone says.
I'd go to
right?
both. I'd go to both of them.
There you go. Oh, so you'd make so many
People talk about-
making so many of our listeners so mad right now.
Well, people talk about like deep dish in Chicago, and is it Uno's or Lou Malnati's or what? I'm like, they're all good. There doesn't have to be a
Sbarro's.
contest. Sbarro's. Oh my god. Yeah. I'll go to all of them. I don't. I'm not gonna not have one because one's supposed to be better than the other. They're all delicious. That's why they're so popular.
Yeah,
So-
I guess you're supposed to go to both, and then you can make your decision from there.
Yeah, I suppose.
You shouldn't judge beforehand.
No.
It's not a very Philly
It's
thing
like
to do.
one does like
very
cheese
Philly.
whiz and the other one does provolone, right? Is it like are they like two different cheeses too?
On the Philly? Or on the deep dish?
You're probably right about that. I should know the differences, but I think like at one, if you ask for one, you'll get yelled at, and if you go to the other,
But I thought one of them, they literally like Cheese Whiz is what.
that's it. It's either cheese whiz or provolone. Those are your two cheeses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are your two.
No messing. Well, there's supposed to be some place that does like a fancy version of the cheesesteak over there,
Better not be in Philly.
where they do like a
Yeah,
truffle.
they won't
They do
call
like
it
a truffle cheese and
No,
Oh,
get the
gross.
no,
Vomit.
that's not blue collar truffle. Get it.
Oh my god. Let's see. What do we got next?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Show's over. Coin Toss has been purchased by a new up and comer, but it sounds like they're not going to have any kind of a brew pub or anything. It's just going to be a brewery and distribution. I can't remember the name of the place.
Yuvu.
Yovu. Yeah.
Yuvu.
Yovo. Yuvu. Right.
YOVU.
There you go.
Yovu.
Yeah.
Coin toss is the one that was down in Oregon City, right?
Right. And we had him, Tim Hull, the brewer and owner. We had him on our old podcast years ago. Nice guy, former radio personality, and then went into brewing and made a pretty good name for himself with that place. So Seemed to have a pretty good run, but yeah, new guy coming in. Sounds like he's going to be specializing in like old style American lagers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a dive bar lager.
Dive bar lagers. Yep.
Nice.
I love it.
Oh, so he was at BTU Brasserie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that spot.
I never went.
Yeah, I went twice. The
Yeah?
food was better than the beer, but it was still fun. Fun
Yeah.
spot way out there in Sandy.
Yeah. So there's another changing of the
Oh,
guard.
he's been working. So he came for. So he's been working at Imperial.
Yeah. Right.
That's a good thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there you go.
There
oh,
you
I
have
like
it.
their logo. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That flag.
Yeah. Nice looking. Clean.
Oh, that can's sharp looking. That golden lager can.
People
Did
look
you
it
see
up.
it?
Oh, there's the flag. More of a pennant than a flag.
Yeah, sorry. You're right.
Get it
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Oh, the golden lager with the angry
Look at
ass,
that can. That
Oh.
is a good looking can.
the angry ass badger on it for Wisconsin.
Yeah, fuck you. He's running at it. You're gonna have it. You're gonna like this. You little sailor with his little cap on, little Navy boy. Oh, I love it.
He's ready to raise hell on the high seas.
That's
It
funny.
says we're currently selling half barrel kegs for $116. That's the same price of Rainier PBR 10 barrel pub.
Yeah.
Our 16 ounce cans introductory price will be $28.50 a case,
Hot damn.
and it's in that can art. Yeah, I'll take that.
That's worth it just for the can art.
That's cool.
Wallpaper your house with that stuff.
Hey, I'm glad I came on. I'm learning some stuff.
There you go.
Next.
Next. Well,
Or-
let's actually, you know what, let's end this session with you, Chad, and bring you back up because we're just about done anyways, and we don't want to interrupt a whole topic in the middle of it. So I'm gonna hit the old close, and we'll just hop right back on for you.
Boo.
I'll be back.
See you in a minute. But Jim, you and I can keep talking while
Oh,
I
gross. We have to keep that.
reopen this session here.
Is it going to be really fun? This is going to be really fun to do a mystery beer with someone who's not here.
I don't want to start another session or upgrade. Oh,
But
we
it's a
can't start.
special-
We can't start for 10 more minutes. Oh, that's their new little shit. I better let Chad
He'll just have to call you.
talk about some. Oh yeah,
Just have him call you. Or you could probably start a new meeting with him. But yeah, going back to that same link. It only took him 5 years, but Microsoft finally found a way around it.
that bastard,
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Oh God, I hate that. We'll just kill this in editing.
No, I think this is good. Definitely keep all this.
Just all the time. Well, it's open. So, would you? Oh wait, you got
Yeah, I
this.
opened
What is this?
the South Pacific IPA from I almost said Fremont from Pafreme.
Pafreme.
It's pouring right on top of that triple.
Did I still have some left?
Yeah,
Ah, shit! I didn't even look. That'll be delicious. Let's just kill that now.
it's so good.
Ah,
I love the color on it. How light it is. How crisp and clear.
yeah, he's gonna pee and start a new session himself. So that's tasty. A little different. The South Pacific IPA from Pafreme.
Pafreme.
Pafreme. See, and I instantly went to Paula Abdul.
Nope. Lost
Straight
on
up
me.
now, tell me. She's gross.
Trying to think of the Paul Abdul song I know.
There's only like 3.
Whatever from like Felix the Cat. Was
that
it?
was
Didn't see-
straight up.
Yeah, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I don't
Or was
know.
that what were her? She had like 3 big hits off that first album. Sorry, Jason. I can't remember the names of her songs. Paula Abdul. Who cares?
Hasn't
But I'll tell you this.
hasn't been relevant for 40 years.
But here's the funny thing. So like that came out around 88, 89.
Okay, 30 years.
And I bought the CD. That's how.
CD.
Yeah, I had the
Cutting
CD.
edge.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah. But you know, my CD collection consisted of like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Van Halen, and Paula Abdul.
I'm sure it's gotten a little bit better since, or a
Yeah.
little bit more varied. Or at least your library.
Yeah, my music library is
Since then.
weird now. It's
Yeah.
just everything. But
But yeah, I was gonna say.
I literally had a Debbie Gibson cassette too in high school.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Oh, see, you're too young. What was her? Out of the Blue was her. Shake Your Love. You don't remember Shake Your Love by Debbie Gibson?
I probably know the beat. I probably know the hook, but
I'm not even going to try to sing that for you. And then she did a I Want to Destroy You, a duet with the Circle Jerks.
The Circle Jerks.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. So Debbie Gibson went punk.
She went punk.
Yeah. All right, let's see what he's doing. He hasn't responded yet.
Still.
Let me see.
He's pissing the night away.
See if we can beat the system. Oh, nope, it's not going to let us in yet. 6 more minutes. Jesus. They got tight. We used to cheat the system.
Yeah, why now?
Right.
Why now, Bill?
Jesus. Like you don't have enough goddamn money. We were gonna do FaceTime because we both have Apple products, but when I pull it up, you can only get like half a screen. You can't do like a wide screen like this does.
Gotcha.
It's like, well, that's dumb, but I don't know. Oh man. So what's on for your weekend tomorrow?
A whole bunch of nothing.
Whole bunch of
Just
nothing.
good grocery shopping.
Yeah.
That's about it.
We're gonna go hit the Urban German.
Urban German.
Yeah.
Where's that?
What's that?
Where's that?
Over under the what's the St. John's Bridge? I think it's near Occidental.
Oh, okay.
I think it might be in Occidental.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. They have like a little square
Shared
there.
space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about shared space, but
Okay.
like there's 3 or 4 different businesses that kind of share a parking lot in there.
Okay. Yeah.
One of which being Occidental.
Okay. Yeah. We're heading there. The friends we're meeting. I guess
that
they
space.
know the owner of Urban German. So
Yeah, there's nothing special about it, but it was one of the first places that I went once I moved here, and it just I don't know, I just love it.
well, hopefully if the weather's nice, we can sit outside and eat some German food and drink some German beer. So
Nice.
that's our goal.
But last weekend I went down to on the southern Oregon coast, and I hit up Bandon Brewing.
Oh, how was that?
That was okay.
About
It
what
was
you'd
fine.
expect.
It was a fun little cute downtown area, and it's worth checking out.
Yeah.
For that.
Okay.
But like the beer was okay.
Yeah.
And then we went to Seven Devils
I've
Brewing
never heard of that.
where's that? Coos Bay? Yeah.
Okay.
Coos Bay. That was pretty solid. They
All right.
they had a couple good beers. The wife had a nice IPA. I had what did I get? Did I get a big old barley wine, I think?
Of course you did.
Right? That was pretty solid. And it's like right on the water, and they have big windows looking out on the water, but it's still all inside. So like you don't get like the ocean spray or like don't have to worry about the weather once you're there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's nice, right out on the dock.
I've never been down to that area. It's a bit further south. We used to go to Coos Bay once in a while because they had family down there. We'll still have family down there. But yeah, just don't get down there.
I was surprised. There's not a lot of people, not a lot of places. I was very surprised. I thought it'd be a lot more touristy, especially with Eugene being just 40 minutes away or less.
Right. No, it's pretty.
Even Florence was pretty like working towns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. We hit yesterday. We went to that. What's it called? The High Ground. It's a new Mexican restaurant in Hillsboro. It's right next to Ranch Pizza. That same little, where Backwoods is.
Okay.
It's that shared space.
Back there, yeah.
And they have Pacifico on tap. You can't get Pacifico on tap in Mexico. I mean, seriously, man. Like nobody has Pacifico on tap down there, but they have it there, which is pretty cool. The tacos, $6 a taco.
For like a street taco.
Street taco size, but kind of gourmet-ish. But they were a little overdone. Like they were too rich for me. I wish I would have tried the fish taco. I had the barbacoa. I had the.
It can be like, like you said, rich. Yeah, like
I had
all
the
that
asada.
fatty meat. So so much salt.
And the cochinita pibil. They were like flavor-wise they were good, but it was too rich. Like they put too much into it. But then our friend ordered the fish taco, and it looked really nice and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So made with I believe it was like a lager batter.
Okay.
If I read that right.
Battered.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. And here's the weird part. You have to go to the counter. It looks like a regular restaurant. You go in, you sit down. There's tables, but you have to go up to the bar and
every
order.
Single time.
Huh?
Yeah, every time.
For
drink,
everything. Yeah. And then you go to pay, and the little kiosk comes up, and it gives you all your tip options. The lowest tip option, it gives you 22.
22.
I'm like, sorry, I had to come and order my own shit. I had to wait for you to bring they bring nothing to the table other than your food. And I'm like, this is like McDonald's. So we always just, I mean, we still give 20%, but like, I'm not giving you 22%.
Right. Yeah. The fact that, you have to go down to 20%.
Right. The fact that they would put 22 as their bottom line.
Right. Yeah. With the service being that style.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty presumptuous, but I don't.
I'm sure the staff like it.
Yeah. I just don't see us going back there.
That was my next.
It was our second. We went once before. The chips are really good. Their chips are really good. Their salsa is bland as hell. Their guacamole is good, and they do like a queso, chips and queso. You can get where they give you a lot of chips and not enough queso for the chips. So you have all these chips without anything when you're done. Which
but
again,
at least the chips are good.
The chips are really good,
and they're probably great on their own. But
the chips are the best thing.
Why
you
get chips and salsa or chips and queso?
And Carrie ordered. She ordered the taquitos, and you get 3, and they're like normal size, but it was like $16-18 for 3 taquitos. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
That's like $5.50 a taquito.
Yeah,
it's like no way. That was just too much. So
better than the tacos.
Yeah, but hey, if I was gonna, I'd maybe go back and just go back for the Pacifico on tap and maybe get another
one fish taco.
Or no, just maybe that, or just like get chips and salsa and ask for the salsa with, hey, can you put a little pepper in that? Like something hot just to heat it, because it's just really bland.
Do you have a staff salsa in the back?
Well, down in Mexico,
I mean, they often do. So that wouldn't be worth worth asking.
I whenever we're in Mexico, I always ask for, hey, do you have like the really hot stuff in the back? And they're like, oh, we'll take care of you. And they always bring out a really nice habanero salsa, which they're usually pretty damn good.
That's at my or above my upper limit.
Yeah,
habaneros.
It's not it's usually not on the menu. You usually have to ask for it.
Right.
So, I mean, now we're in the age where they're making all these new mutant peppers and the Reaper and the Ghost chili and all that stuff. And
they're getting to like large chains too, like Applebee's and
Trader Joe's sells the little shaker with the grater thing with the Ghost chili peppers. And yesterday after I had my colonoscopy, my first meals, I came home and I made like a peanut sauce ramen and did the Ghost peppers on top of it. And boy, this morning felt it. My first poop first poop in 48 hours was just burning. So it was like a Blue Oyster Cult song. I'm burning for you. Let's see if we can get in this guy here.
I didn't realize that was Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, we're in. All right, let's let Chad know we're in. Oh, this is going to be a lot of editing tomorrow.
So that's what you're doing tomorrow.
Oh, he's there. Spliff? Is that Chad?
Don't think so.
We will find out. Yeah, it is. We're like, wait, is Spliff Chad? Or is this some guy trying to crash our party?
Question mark.
Very, very fitting for the day.
It's 4:20, people.
We had so much great conversation without you, but
what'd y'all talk about?
My trip to the Southern Oregon coast and the amazing 2 breweries that I got to. Although I will say that I got this South Pacific IPA at Fred Meyer in Eugene. And it is delicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, all right. Show me. Oh. Freem.
Pafreem. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's really good.
Looks good.
It's real citrusy. Fresh.
I'm gonna
and crispy.
I'm gonna let y'all decide on what I have next.
Ooh.
A mystery beer.
So here's the Bulldog Hellas.
I really like their cans.
Okay.
The white,
they're clean.
The white's better than the cyan.
And what is that?
Yeah, do that.
The Dab Lab.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is the Trapdoor and Victor 23 collab, the for Evergreen and Gold.
Oh.
So
do the Hellas.
No. I'd say either the Trapdoor or that one you're holding right there in your hand.
The Trapdoor?
Well, I want to try the Dab Lab because
the
you
Dab
all
Lab,
had it earlier.
Yeah.
So we can talk.
I haven't had a Trap Lab.
Trap Lab.
Well,
That's when-
new collab series
Trap
just
Lab.
dropping.
That's when you
had a-
trap a lab.
You do terrible
For a
things.
door.
with a
Copyright
fork.
TM. Registered trademark.
I haven't had a trap door in a
US
long
Patent Office.
time. I forgot about that place. We should run out there.
I had a glowed up from Coyotes.
Oh, really?
Just Thursday.
Fresh?
Yeah. It was. It was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was very surprised to see
That was
that
good.
there.
I haven't been to their location up in Washougal, or out in Washougal rather. But they actually serve food at that location. So
I'm lamenting the fact
Very
that I had the chance to go there and didn't.
How far is Washougal from Vancouver? Is it past Camas?
it's a great question. Let me look it up.
Yes. It's just the next town over.
Ugh, then never mind. Camas.
Have you been to a beer at a time in Camas?
No.
The bar there.
I have literally only gone to Grains of Wrath when I go to.
Okay.
Gal.
Oh, Washougal is just past.
Yeah, just the next town.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. All right, we'll head out there.
I recommend a
Yeah.
beer at a time. They have a great tap list, big tap list.
I do
of
not.
craft beer.
I do not suggest
Is it in
5440.
like?
What's that?
Oh, I still haven't been to 5440.
That we were there for a race earlier this year, and decided to
love it.
eat there instead
They
of
raise
eating
so
at-
many beers.
We do race the beers. We always lose, or do we win?
The beers always win. How many races a year do you do?
I think there are 26 this year, 20 plus this
And
year. So
how many have you won?
I have won all of them
You're the
because
champion.
I get a beer at the end.
You are the champ.
Yep.
Actually, I get 2 beers at the end. We have
That's
like
the only reason I do it.
we have like 8 extra tokens because sometimes we're at a place where we're like, yeah, this one's fine.
So do you get a token for participating, and then all the breweries that participate will give you a pint per token?
Exactly. Yeah, we purchased.
I'm really glad I could figure that out on my own.
Well, we purchased the buy every race and you get 2 tokens per race. Yeah, we're part of the Brew Crew.
Brew Crew.
Brew Crew. They still don't have our shirts for this year. How are people supposed to know that I'm better than them?
Next topic
I
on
need to
our
write
list.
them a letter.
We were talking about hard things and NA beers. There's
What?
a new hard agave seltzer out on the market that Carrie and I were kind of interested in, even though we know it's going to be terrible.
Isn't it?
And what really sold us was the fact that the only place they listed where you can get it is at Fred Meyer. So we're like, well,
Well, hey, I got this South Pacific IPA at Fred Meyer.
yeah, but you know, when
don't,
things-
don't knock Fred Meyer.
But you got to go to Eugene to get it fresh.
the Eugene Fred Meyers.
Only
yeah.
Fred Meyer.
I don't know. They had some flavors that sounded good, but we also know there was another one that was kind of a tequila based hard seltzer that we
Topo Chico?
no, that one's awful.
Right. I was just
Oh God, we had to
I remember you saying how
we
bad it was.
literally
That's why
had to
it's still in
give
my
that
head.
away to one of our friends because she's not nearly as picky as we are. Yeah, I don't know. Hard agave. That
There's one that's sea salt and lime. I mean,
Yeah.
that has potential.
sure.
That sounds good.
Passion fruit guava and
they
then peach
all sound
strawberry.
good, and then you try them and you realize that's false advertising.
Right. Yeah. So do all the White Claws. They sound good.
Ugh.
I still can't believe that Liquid Death is not alcoholic.
Or have calories.
Right. Yeah. It's totally marketed to kids like, hey, you want to get fucked up? Drink some Liquid Death. It's like it's nothing.
See, I think really what it was originally marketed for was sober people that had to be at events where it was weird to not be drinking. So then if you have this weird looking can, no one says anything,
Yeah.
even though it's just water.
For influencers in recovery.
Yeah,
I've
sure.
never had.
Or like Travis Barker. I don't know. I'm assuming he's sober at this point.
Like he's got
Steve-O.
Steve-O. Yeah. Okay. Steve-O, who was invited to go on Bill Maher's Real Time, but Bill Maher said he wouldn't not do drugs in front of him while they did the show.
Oh, yeah, and
so Steve had to pull out.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
It's
remember
like,
that.
come on, Bill, you can't like not get high
not-
for
right.
1 hour. Come on,
Just do a fucking edible and then
right?
not
right,
smoke for an hour.
Right? Because Steve has been sober for like 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
And he
support
really,
the guy. Come on.
yeah, and it's a big part of his persona now. Not
Right.
his persona, but him.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight edge guy. So I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, time for me to pull. Oh, I'm going to pull out my surprise beer here.
Sweet.
This
Not
is
a mystery, a surprise.
It's not a mystery beer. We're not going to do that anymore. But
Just done.
well,
He's
no,
dead.
Too controversial.
under the circumstances.
It was too.
I started
Mystery beer wouldn't be as fun with just two of us sitting in the room together.
pulling out wines. People got mad.
Yeah, fucking agave carbonated water.
So
wait,
how
what
do you
do you
like
got?
that? How do you like that Dab Lab?
I'm
He
letting it warm.
doesn't
just
know.
a
He
moment.
hasn't. I feel like it's one that would not be good sat out on a patio for half an hour. Like that's gonna be boozy
It's a
once
big
it warms
beer,
up.
right?
Yes, yeah, it's a thick boy.
So this was canned on the 9th, so it's like 2 weeks old. So that's good.
Don't show me.
Jesus, it's only
Don't wash.
6.75%.
Should I have a wash?
Here. Yeah. I want to wash it because I don't know what to expect from this.
Okay.
I'm going to read the Dab Lab
Do
description
it.
on the can. The Dab Lab series focuses on vibrant experimental IPAs featuring cutting-edge hop products using newly developed CO2 products 702 from Yakima Chief. This IPA is an explosion of citrus and pine notes. Okay, it's certainly... I don't know.
It smells.
He's smelling his
Really
beer. We're
malty.
smelling our
Oh.
beer. It's malty.
It feels... Maybe it's weird just coming off of that cold IPA. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. It was
you
my
know.
first beer of the day. So, well, no, we had the Waldo's way earlier, but it was my first beer of tonight. I should say. I
First
guess.
beer of this session.
this
How many
drinking
sessions have you had today?
Yeah.
Shits.
He's like, I don't drink every day, but I
Sip,
segment,
pass.
You know,
I'm-
there's
On 420, I sip.
I don't drink
pass.
every day, but when I do, I'm the most interesting
I'm
drinker in the world.
shit-faced by 11.
So this is awful.
I don't hate it.
Really?
I don't know what it is, but it tastes like an amber
wait,
or like a
what is it?
big amber. Is it oh, it's Descahooties.
The Shoes Fresh Squeezed Old Fashioned. Oh God,
It's a barrel aged fresh squeezed from Deschutes.
a barrel aged fresh squeeze, but it is it supposed to have whiskey? Is it a whiskey barrel
It's
or?
inspired by our citrusy fresh squeeze. This hop forward ale. I started with my glasses on. Gets an old fashioned twist with a sweet orange peel and bourbon barrel aging. So it's an IPA that's been barrel aged.
They are just
Remember
like
the-
they're
Remember when those
they're,
were a thing?
they're like taking the like crystal malt and just like blending the barrel flavor into it and like all the it's not terrible.
It's
it
not
actually
terrible.
It reminds me of Kentucky bourbon ale. Does that mean anything to you, Chad?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Like one of those. I think they did an old fashioned one.
Beef, what was that brewery on the East Coast that always barrel aged their fucking IPAs? Oh my God, what was that?
The only one I can think of
see the label.
is Gigantic.
No, because it was East Coast. It was.
Yeah, I don't know. Southern tier.
Was it 6 Point? Maybe it was 6
Oh,
Point.
it was. Yeah, they made like
I know
resin.
you know.
The tall skinny
Yeah.
cans.
Yes.
Uh,
That was 6 Point.
Yeah, 6
That was
Point.
6 Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
they're-
there was somewhere. There was
Bengali.
somewhere else too.
Bengali. Yeah, it was like a double IPA
Yeah.
that was
Ugh.
wood aged. Not great.
Like brutal.
I wish I was drinking what you're drinking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this
Where's
Dab
the-
Lab's good.
Where's the?
Oh, this is
Porca?
really good.
Oh wait, now
Right?
you're liking it?
Now I like it.
You said it took a few sips to get the old taste out of your mouth.
It's not as like hop forward as I thought it would be though. It's kind of
It was real crisp
I
and
don't know.
fresh for me.
It's I don't know. It's so different coming off that cold IPA. I don't know. I think it wrecked my palate. I don't know.
There's so
I'm
much
confused.
body to
I'm
it
confused
for me.
now.
Man, I miss Pallet Wrecker.
I don't.
You didn't like that?
Oh,
I was excited to try it and then after I had it, I was like, oh yeah, of course, this is what you taste like. Yes.
So
Go
Beef,
on.
the recommendation to go to Monkless down in Bend.
Terrible idea.
Thank you. Oh,
Isn't that place awesome?
It's so good. The food is amazing. They had a saison on tap that they didn't have in bottles. I forget the name of it, but it like literally it was one of those moments where it's like this made me want to brew again and like brew that specific style.
Nice.
It was so good. I hadn't had a saison in a really long time, and it was just super floral, and it was awesome, and the food was really good. It was a really nice spot. We went to Bend because like Oregon spring break is the week before Washington, so they had just gotten done with their spring break when we went down there. So everywhere was pretty dead. So it was nice. We got in right away.
Sit out on that patio, on that back deck.
Yeah, sat on the patio. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, good recommendation.
And shout out to Pete Servine, who built that bar.
Right. Yeah.
Friend of the show, Pete. Yeah.
That little, it's not a huge spot, but that outdoor space is like just as big as their indoor, like, seating area. And it's nice. Like they have like really big, long tables where they'll seat like 2 or 3,
parties
groups at those tables. It was, it was awesome. No, it was, I think because it was still cold because it was just, a couple weeks ago, but we still sat on the patio. It was a really nice day and it was awesome. Best place we went to.
I would love to go there for a concert at the pavilion across the river there.
Yeah.
Because your beer options are going to be 20 times better.
Oh yeah.
20 times cheaper.
Well, that depends on who sponsors the pavilion. I mean, Budweiser's everywhere. I mean,
even if it's to Shitz.
Yeah.
Even if it's 10 barrel. Who would it need to be? Brought to you by Frame?
Well, what if it was Boneyard?
Oh man.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They are now to Shitz.
True. See? You could get it. So here's a question for you guys. Would you support a brewery that sold out to a corporate monster and then regained their independence?
Corporate monster!
Yeah. And then but they regained their independence, which we just talked about with, whatchamacallit. Is it 10 Barrel?
10 Barrel?
Who was bought out by a weed company. But that's, that weed company could still be a corporate monster. You never know.
I'm going to go dump.
You're going to go dump that beer out?
Yeah.
Okay. So Chad will answer this question while you're doing that.
There's only one glass. He can't even have another glass. He has to. Oh.
I used to have a pour out.
It's a symbolic dump.
This is pretty bad.
He's got to make a point.
I'm gonna power through this.
I thought you said it. I thought you said you liked it.
I think after
you're gonna drink, you're gonna finish it.
Yeah, I'll finish it. I can finish most things. Yeah, Beef. I thought you liked this, or you said it was drinkable.
It is drinkable, but I just
But he's got
it's a high percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
When there's other options available,
when there's good beer available.
Oh, he couldn't hear what I said. Yeah. Yeah. When there's other options available, why would you continue to drink something that's not?
Yeah, I saw it at John's. I'm like, okay, I've never seen this before. I've got to try it. I knew it was going to be bad.
I could do that like in the winter if I was cold.
Nah.
I could do that.
I could do it in the winter if I was dead.
I'd rather be never mind.
So back to our question. Could you guys, or would you support a brewery that went independent after being purchased by a big, corporation? Because,
if I liked their beer, I guess I would, but if I had some kind of connection with them prior to being bought, like a really strong connection, and then they got bought, and then they, got out of it for whatever. Yeah, I mean, I could.
Yeah. So there's no ethical dilemma of a craft brewery that turns its back on the industry and for profit, like massive profit.
I think it depends who buys it then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be
Yeah.
bought by that same person who sold it for a whole bunch of money and is now buying it for 10 cents on the dollar?
Yeah.
Like, that feels kind of icky.
Because usually
But-
because usually it's like the owner that sells, and it's like all the people are still there, and they're like, well, what the fuck? Okay, I got to work. So, I mean, I don't know. Okay, I guess it'd have to be a really, like, I was invested in that brewery and they got bought out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then they, I cut them off and they came back.
5%, 20%. What? How much are you invested in this company?
You know me and my breweries. I get invested. Like what I don't know. Like I still am not over the Commons or Ex Novo or anything like that. Like that's rough. I don't know.
Yeah,
totally different.
But they
I
weren't
don't
bought
know.
out. They just went away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The same.
I
same
still
kind
get.
of deal.
Yeah. So let's say. All right. So let's just say that Block 15 sold, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 years later,
To Budweiser.
they gained their independence. Yeah, they sold to Budweiser, and then they were purchased by that weed company again. I would support them after that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause because
I like their beer. Because their beer's good, and I would continue to drink it. And I don't know, I would probably stop buying it if they got bought by AB InBev. I would stop buying it then. But when they reclaimed and got back to like independent status, yeah, I think I would.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, for me, it's like most of the companies that get bought by Bud and that kind of stuff are generally breweries I don't like anyways. I never liked 10 Barrel before they got bought. I never liked Elysian. I never liked Hop Valley that much. I mean, other than Bourbon County Stout, I mean, that's the only beer that I've ever drank that was purchased. But like, I do like a few Lagunitas beers, and they're owned by Heineken.
Duvel, yeah, Heineken.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
But it's like 10, like for 10 Barrel, right? So they've got shelf space at Fred Meyer, right? They had it there. They got bought by AB InBev. Maybe they got more shelf space, and now they're with this. Now that they're out from underneath their thumb, they got like the same shelf space. So like to the average consumer, you would have no idea.
Right.
Like, you don't care. You're just in there buying it. It's the same thing. You've always liked pub beer, and you're going to continue to drink pub beer. I think
on purpose that's done to make it look seamless. Yeah.
And we have and we have, we're the weirdos and the outliers.
We're the nerds. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you drive
like,
by 10 Barrel, they're always packed. I mean, they're not hurting. So.
I mean, is their food good? I haven't been at 10 Barrel.
I've never been to the one in
Pearl.
Portland. I've only been to the one in Bend a couple times, but
I went to each one once.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the Pearl when they had their opening.
No food, so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in that one within like 6 months of them opening, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, I think it would depend on who bought the company, because like a big marijuana brand like that, or a big just like company that owns a whole bunch of other brands, still feels a little icky to not put any real descriptor on it.
If they're purchased by a company that's trying to kill craft beer, that's where my issue.
That's what I want to say is that like
you're a craft brewery and you sold your company to a company that's trying to kill your industry.
Yeah, if the company that owns you gives you the freedom to make what you want and do what you want and be run
like the Space Needle.
Like I'm hoping how big
are you still going to buy Fremont beer now?
Absolutely.
They're owned by Seattle Hospitality Group?
Because that group is not trying to kill craft brewing. They're trying to promote it.
That we know of right now.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or like Anchor Brewing's like the employees are trying to buy that back.
Right.
Like,
is that still going on?
If I haven't heard of any resolutions. I'd assume it's still.
Wow. Okay.
What's interesting is
air. Like I would definitely support that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
so we go ahead, Beef. Sorry.
Get closer to your mic.
Oh,
sorry.
I was like smoking. Are we smoking?
420.
It's 420.
We all know it.
Yeah, I lost it. I don't know. 420. I lost it.
Yeah.
So we make these, ethical decisions based on craft beer. Do we do this with anything else in our lives with like the kind of food we buy, or the clothing brands, or I don't know. Do we make those kinds of decisions with anything else?
Food.
Food, I think.
I mean, we try to buy healthy, food that's got some ethical.
And you go to the farmers market.
Go to the farmers markets.
Yep.
We go to
Get
New
the local-
Seasons. We go to Whole Foods and try to buy the things that are,
And it's
Ooh,
funny,
what's
when
this?
we go to a brewery or when we go out to eat, it's typically to a brewery, and we want to make sure that it's a, independent, and,
Yeah.
mom and pop, so to speak. So interesting. I went to Home Depot. I'm not proud of that.
That's a really good point, though.
sometimes you just
'Cause
got to get some wood.
there are some times where you just have to put on your blinders, so to speak, and just purchase.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
Or-
you really honestly don't have an option.
Right.
Like you honestly, you don't
Nice.
have that. And we do. We're kind of we have that luxury, or I guess that privilege of making those choices. And let's be honest, beer is a
Luxury.
recreational
Yeah.
beverage that we're enjoying. It's interesting.
Recreational.
No.
No.
Recreational beverage.
Oh, this isn't medicinal alcohol for you, Chad. Nooner.
I'll take 10.
So,
Government issued.
not too
Medical
long
alcohol.
ago, Hair of the Dog shut their doors and they were taken over by Labyrinth Forge. 1 year later, they're closed. It only took a year.
Too much carbonation, I heard.
The tanks didn't know how
Yeah,
to
you
hold
really
it.
gotta
They blew
Not
out
enough-
6 tanks.
not enough on the stone and way too much carbonation.
Did anybody go there or try any of their beers? No.
No, I forgot they even existed.
Same
until you
here.
told
Yeah,
me
I feel like I'm a
just now.
terrible host.
I
for
would
that.
drive by one, because we, when you're going to I-84 from I-5, you'd see it. But
What's the name of it?
Labyrinth Forge Brewing.
Labyrinth Forge.
You're killing me on that.
I know. At least it's only the second time.
He keeps banging the mic post and it just goes wrong, gong, 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 gong.
Oh, I can't even hear it on my end.
No.
Oh, really?
No, it's just on our headphones. Yeah, I mean, I was skeptical. I didn't go to Hair of the Dog probably for their last year of business just because parking down there was such a risk. Because that is like in the middle of the like homeless like mecca
Yeah,
of Portland. Marcus and I 4 or 5 years ago went down there and somebody broke into his car for a laptop cover. I mean, there was nothing in
Just
the car
for the
with
hopes,
stealing. They
yeah.
just busted the window to grab a laptop cover. So just going down there, you're kind of always taking your cars, at risk. So yeah, I think that was all about location. But I have no idea if their beers were good. Who knows? We'll never know now. And it's going to be real interesting to see what's going to happen with that space. Does another brewery go in, or does it just turn into some sort of storage furniture warehouse?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Probably what it was before.
Right.
Or no, it was a.
I don't know what it was before Hair of the Dog.
I can't remember if it was a fire station or if it was a, like large vehicle, mechanic.
Did it
or
have
something
high
like that.
ceilings?
Yeah, it had high
Okay.
ceilings, and I feel like I can remember seeing like a lift of some sort in there.
Oh, okay.
Or like maybe boats or something.
We'll fix your boat. I don't know.
Certainly fixed my boat, that's for sure. A couple pints of Blue Dot will do that.
Yeah.
Ah, so much
Oh,
crystal.
Blue Dot.
So much crystal.
Oh man. I was just looking through their Yelp and Google reviews and everything. I don't know. Said they were good. I never saw. Did they ever package anything and sell anywhere?
Never
or-
saw it
Not that
anywhere.
I saw, no.
I never saw them
I
on
don't
tap
see-
anywhere. I don't know if they had any distribution at all.
God, it was. I mean, that was
Well, it's
that was quick.
Kind of like Hammer and Stitch, where Brewhouse went in. Never saw them anywhere. Never, they lasted a couple years, maybe
Yeah, a year.
a year.
I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was another one. Just like.
Opened during COVID and died during
Closed
COVID.
Ah,
I don't know. So that pesky little Portland Holiday Brewfest is returning for 2024. This is not the Holiday Ale Fest. We want to make that very clear. The Holiday Ale Fest does declare that they were going to return in 2024. And it sounds like they were looking for a new location. I don't know if that's going to happen, but just don't be fooled that this is the Holiday Ale Fest. This is the Holiday Brew Fest coming back down to Pioneer Square. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's not the Holiday Ale Fest. So it'll be down there December 6th through the 8th, which is kind of the same dates that the Holiday Ale Fest used to. It was always that first weekend in December.
That was the big controversy, right? Last year is that they kind of did
Stole
that.
their thunder.
They weren't saying that they weren't the Holiday Ale Festival.
Purposely
I'm on their
ambiguous.
site now too, so they've got tickets available, and it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if they've got any breweries lined up, but I remember last year, like the tap list was all the the usual suspects for.
It looked like everything you could order in a bar
events.
somewhere. Like there was nothing special or unique to the event. You could have found those beers anywhere around town, which is what.
Yeah,
what was his name? Who's the guy that ran the Holiday Ale Festival? We had him on the show several times. The old show.
Preston,
yeah. Preston made sure that like most of the stuff that was there, like that was the only time you're ever going to get it. Whether it was good or bad, that was the only place you were going to find those beers.
That tap list was insane.
And he would pull out old kegs of like really vintage stuff, and
This does not seem like a catered specific. So all right, so from 2023. Freem brought their winter ale and a coconut stout. Let's see, Tin Barrel brought Pray for Pow.
Right.
And Fort George brought Magnanimous, which I guess on tap would be really fun.
So it was just a beer festival. There was nothing unique to it.
It was just their normal beers. It was nothing like
it was a beer festival during the holidays. It wasn't a holiday
when you got
beer
excited
festival.
to brew for that festival. And they would brew like one-off beers for that festival. Yeah. It was something special. So well, if you're interested, it's back. Yeah, it's in the Pioneer Square.
Yep. All right. Next.
They must have done all right for them to do it again, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, good point.
Sure.
Or they got enough people that didn't know what it was. Running out of time already.
God, we've already gone through another session. Whoop, we just lost Chad again.
Did you just end that?
I'm still here, y'all.
He keeps clicking yes.
I keep clicking yes to upgrade.
Oh my God. How many times have you had to change your social security number?
Wasn't the character's name in Idiocracy? Upgrade?
Yes. Okay, so we just watched that this week, and yes, it was
such a great
what's her
movie.
name's pimp?
Maya Rudolph.
From Current Day.
Upgrade's coming to get me.
she wakes up to the rock getting thrown through the window. She's like, "Oh my God, it's Upgrade!"
Wait, so you hadn't watched Idiocracy until
I'd seen it, but it's been a decade or less.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
gotta watch that every so
Maya
often.
Rudolph. I watched Bridesmaids the other day for the first time.
What?
That's really funny.
That's a
I
great
know.
movie.
I was like, wait, this came out in 2014.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
That movie's awesome.
Yeah, good movie.
So, and we dealt with this on the side, but we had a private message on Instagram from Ryan at Yakima Valley Hops. Apparently, their supplier of their yeast for their Kolsch beer that I guess they make was discontinuing their yeast, and so he wanted to know about a replacement Kolsch dry yeast. And Chad, you provided an answer that I gave back to him, and he was very happy to hear about that. But for our listeners, if you're a home brewer and you have a lead on a good Kolsch dry yeast for your brewing, please contact us at portlandbeerclub@gmail.com and we'll pass it on. And Chad, what was it that you said that you suggested for that as a brewer yourself?
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, if I pronounce it wrong, it's either, I believe it's Dieter. It's Dieter, and it's a liquid yeast from Imperial, and it's a traditional Kolsch strain. So it is a liquid yeast, but it does have high alcohol tolerance. I've used it before. You can ferment it but in the 60s, 70s you might get too high. There is some diacetyl kickoff. So I did lager those beers for at minimum 2 to 3 weeks, but produces a really nice Kolsch, perfect for summertime. But again, I like to use Imperial. I don't use a lot of dry yeast, and the way that Ryan wrote his email, it seems like he had kind of was looking for a dry yeast answer, which I didn't have, so I did provide the Imperial, which I've always had good results with Imperial. High attenuation, no lag. Those pitchite pouches are nice. If you want to build a starter, you can, but that strain is G03. It's awesome. I used it a ton for Kolsch or any of those German style beers.
Nice.
Really good.
And again, any other homebrewers out there that have any leads on a good suggestion, send them to portlandbeerclub@gmail.com, and I will pass that on to Ryan, and he'll be very grateful, I'm sure. So,
Ryan.
Yeah. So here's, we'll kind of wrap up with this question. Well, Chad wants to know who wins the NL Central. I assume that was Chad.
NL Central's a tight race.
Isn't baseball
You got the
just
Brewers
starting?
on top.
It's still April.
Didn't baseball just start?
Yeah, but it's
Isn't
a
opening day
contended
coming up?
division. The division is it's a tough division.
Very tight.
So the Brewers are currently leading. You've got the Cubs and the Pirates and my Reds, and then St. Louis bringing up the rear.
Really, it's not the
really
Pirates?
good showing. Pirates have always, Andrew McCutcheon is still kicking around.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And St. Louis really performed horribly last season, but the Brewers are looking good. They've got a nice young prospect that came up, and but no, it's a tight race. The Cubs are back for some reason, and the Reds are actually good, so that's fun. So go to a ball game. We went to a hops game, which we still need to actually do this summer. Is get a hops game.
Beth was going to get on that, I
books.
thought, at some point. She was
Yeah.
going to coordinate a hops game for all of us.
Did y'all
too.
go to any games last year? Did you go to any hops games?
I can't. God, was it last year or was it 2 years ago?
We went to 4.
I think last year just Marcus and I got to one with my wife and one of her friends. Yeah.
I haven't been to a baseball game
it's
in
fun.
10 years, easily. It was a hops game last time I went to a game.
You're not missing much.
Oh, it's
I
fun,
know.
and they did get the funding to
did
build
they?
their new
Yeah.
stadium.
Yeah.
Holy
It
shit.
all went through, so it's going to go through.
Lucky us.
And I think they're going to try to do that for the 2026 season. That's when they're going to do that. But we're going to be on the train up to Seattle next Sunday to go
Hot
watch
dog.
the Mariners play the Diamondbacks.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. Little
All right.
League Day. It's awesome. So anyway, baseball's
All right.
happening.
You got all the stuff for the kids and yeah.
All right.
Baseball and kids.
Well,
and
let's wrap this up with
Beer.
our last question of the day.
bobbleheads and
What are your... Hey, I have an original Ichiro bobblehead. I'll have you know. Seattle Mariners, Ichiro.
my Joey Votto and my Ellie De La Cruz bobbleheads.
De La Cruz.
Joey's still rehabbing. He's down in he's with Toronto now. But anyway,
Rip.
What are your favorite daily go-to beers? These are beers that you can get off the shelf anytime. And I know we've talked about this in the past, but that's been a while, so there's new stuff out there. Like stuff you can pick up off the rack anytime you want. What do you go for at this point? Mine's an easy answer, and I posted it on, I think I was on Instagram talking about this. My Block 15 Sticky Hands for me is I will always grab Sticky Hands if it's within a month old. Every friggin' time. I've got like 6 of them down in the fridge right now. So
I can't do that many. That's not.
I'm not
not
saying you have to
go-to.
drink a whole bunch of them.
Right.
What's that, Chad?
it's a big brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big beer.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, like,
but it
for
I know-
like
I know what you
anything
mean.
you grab
Like,
off the shelf,
okay,
that's
that-
always available.
Mm.
I mean, I obviously I would say Pallet Jack, but in Portland you can't get Pallet Jack whenever you want it unless you go to Noble Hop. So, which I had one last night at Noble Hop. But
Any of the basic frame cans can't go
yeah,
wrong.
okay. So
White, black, blue, gold, red. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Okay, Chad.
mine's easy. It's always Wonderlust. just
Oh.
every time.
Yeah, and have you been
If it's ever there,
Yeah.
and it's like if
Good call.
Jamie's doing shopping, if she's down like getting beer for me, if like because she'll like this is our routine, right? So she'll go shopping at Whole Foods and she'll send me text messages of like racks, you know, like pictures of the rack.
Oh,
I'm like, what do
Thanks
you
for
want?
clarifying.
Yeah.
Wait, grocery
It's
store or
just
strip
random
bar?
people's racks, just all boobs.
just racks of ribs.
And if I don't respond timely, she just shows up with Wonderlust because she's like that's what I knew you'd want anyway. And
Have
that's
you
always
been-
like a standing order.
Have you been
Aw.
drinking double Wanderlust at all?
No,
Oh God,
No.
it's so good. It's right up there with sticky.
I drink athletic non-alcoholic beer.
Right.
A double
I'm
fucking
just saying,
Wonderlust.
the double Wanderlust holds right up to sticky hands, but it's harder to find. It's out there, but it goes off the shelf really fast. So
Oh, nice.
that I
Double.
think-
All right, I'll have to look.
yeah,
Right,
and
well-
it comes in a 16-ounce can, which is nice. So more
Okay, all
alcohol
come
in a bigger
16-ounce
can,
Cans?
huh? Or what's
They're
the big?
all in
What's
16-ounce
the big
cans.
can?
What are you talking
19?
about?
19 then.
That's a stove.
Oh,
The stoves.
Stovepipe?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Stovetop?
sorry.
Stovepipe
Yeah.
Like the
comes in a
stuffing.
can. What do you
The
want
big,
me
the
to
big tall
say?
cans. Yeah. Like J.R.R.
It's
tall
girth.
can.
Oh my god.
Oh my
On that
God.
note,
Yeah. I said it. I said it.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
that's the 420 kicking in.
There you go. Haven't even had any yet. Oh, I was going to do an
Yet.
edible tonight for bedtime. All right. Well, we got less than a minute left.
Oh.
Chad, it was fantastic having you
Yeah,
back
it
on the
was.
show tonight,
This was
man.
awesome.
We really miss you, and
Yeah.
Every show we talk about you and think about you. So
We do.
so fun to have you back. Episode
Keep
105.
inviting me, and I'll probably show up. So.
Well, now that we got this new TV fangled system here, it's great.
TV
So
yeah,
fangle.
that's fun.
yeah, but again, portlandbeerclub@gmail.com if you want to reach us, and if you want to find Chad, he's on Instagram at bonjovi.com, and
That's me.
talk to him anytime you want.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, this is probably going to kick you off at any second. So again, we love you, man. We miss you, and as always, we'll send
Love y'all.
invites. We'll send invites
Love ya.
every time we have a show, and
Do it.
yeah. So good drinking with you, and we want to see you in person sometime. Like whether it's a baseball
All right,
game or just
calm down.
or,
We're-
we'll just come over to your. He's gone.
that's
He
perfect.
left. He left.
That
This is
jerk.
your free
He
meeting.
always leaves early. Son of a bitch.
That goddamn Zoom and their time constraints. Well, Jim, this has been fun. And anything else we got to talk about while we're here, or we gonna go down and join my wife and drink some more beers?
I feel like I mean the list is done.
Yeah, we've got the list. We killed it. That was a
then
big list tonight
on top
too.
of that, yeah, I went over my 2 little things I've done since the last show. So the 2 things I've done.
Oh man. All right, guys. Well, again, episode 105 of the Portland Beer Club podcast. Your online bottle share. This is 420. Hopefully you're drinking some beers, but if not, you're doing something else, and I'm sure you are. But by the time you hear this, you're probably 422.
Hungover from all the weed.
Yeah, you had a good weekend. So have a good month, and we will see you in May. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
That's another episode of the Portland Beer Club podcast. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Untapped, and check out our website at www.portlandbeerclubpodcast.com.